Hello guys, I just took a shower, so I'm gonna record this video in my bathrobe, which is actually fitting because this video is about an old character in VR chat called Fiji, or apparently now Fiwi or Fiwi, I don't know what he calls himself now, but his name was Fiji. Now, Fiji at the start of VR chat was probably one of the closest friends that I had made and the fastest that I had ever made any friends. I had met Fiji, I think off camera, or if it was on camera, I think I got rid of the actual interaction. I don't know. I can't remember where to find that footage if it's actually on YouTube because I looked for a while. Either way, me and Fadeless were actually hanging out in the Pug and some stuff was going on. It was around Halloween, I think. Maybe it was later in November, but Fiji showed up and was just being nice, was a cute character, was fun to interact with and hang out with. Me and Fadeless had a lot of fun hanging out with Fiji, and this is where I ended up talking to Fiji off of VR chat as well, but we had a conversation and I told him about the whole, like, at the time, the family and nag stuff and how I had bodyguards, like Matt 9 and whatever. That just was a funny thing. He checked out my YouTube and then he decided, he was like, oh, I'll be your bodyguard, and then I made a whole video just like mostly about Fiji. It was titled after Fiji. It was called My Anime Waifu Bodyguard Fiji, and that was like the first big debut appearance of Fiji on my channel. And at the very start of this video, the introduction of Fiji gets very quickly interrupted by Nerfy, who is humping, dancing, whatever you want to call it, the air. And I ask Fiji to kill him, and it doesn't go my way at all.
Oh no!
Nerfing! Oh Jesus Christ! What are you doing? What the fuck is it? What are you doing? What was that? What is that?
I'm doing nothing.
What is that?
I'm just dancing at all times.
So it probably has all the songs.
Oh Jesus Christ! What the heck?
Just smacking that booty.
Hello.
Oh
What are you doing?
That's good.
Jesus Christ!
Oh snap!
They're covering my eyes.
Come on, dance with me, RESOULA.
No!
Just a little bit.
No!
There, I sent you a friend of
Why not?
I'm not doing this.
I mean,
Check this out.
You have such revealing clothing and all. You shouldn't be like that. Oh, you think that helps?
There's nothing revealing about this.
That was the point of the joke, RESOULA.
This is revealing.
Anything is revealing enough for me.
Oh my god. Easy, can you shoot him already?
If you can't jump, how do you get up there?
Oh, okay, we're going big guns. Kill him!
Oh, well, that's actually gonna sting.
Or her.
You shot her instead. Okay.
Oh. Did you shoot yourself? Oh Jesus! What kind of bodyguard are you shooting me? Fiji was actually a lot different this day compared to the first day that I met him, and I pointed that out in the video.
Sometime, and then oh wait, that's a shed. Wait, that's
Oh,
not right.
oh,
What the fuck
oh.
am I?
When I met you, you were all dancing and head pats, and now you're like stab, stab, shoot.
No, Fiji is a good girl. What are you talking about?
Fiji's on my side, I think. I'm not so sure now. She just shot me a minute ago. This video is actually now more known for something else that happens at the end of the video, but basically throughout the video, I'm just hanging out with Fiji, like handing Fiji some water, and Fiji starts shooting Crumbster, and just being what Fiji would turn out to be.
I hate when people dab. Oh, rabbit. Why is it? That's not ordinary.
Are you dabbing with a bazooka? There it is. There you go.
Wasting water, RESOULA.
There you go. Oh, wait. Hey! Hey! What the fuck?
Here's your water. Here's your water, Fiji.
There you go, Fiji. Take the water.
You deserve it.
You just eat.
No, don't worry about it. I don't have a nervous system.
What's going on
I made a mistake and I want an apology.
Oh, no. I think I may have.
Christ, you keep...
I'm a mage that...
You understand the mistake you're making here? I want an apology. I was trying to get you your water back and you shoot me for no reason.
Hey,
You know
I'm trying
what?
to shit.
We're no longer friends. We're no longer friends.
Crumb, don't be that way. Don't be that way.
Are we affiliated with? No, we're not friends anymore.
Crumb, hold up. She's trying to apologize.
Are you trying to
Accept her
apologize to me?
apology.
After you
Accept
killed
her
me?
apology. Why are you bullying me? I don't need this kind of thing. I'm upset, okay? That's why I'm sad. You're bullying me.
Fine, thank
It's
you.
not nice when I get bullied. Would you bully?
Oh,
Are you trying to bully people?
Did you know that decapitation is the complete separation of the head from the body?
this is right.
Did you know that a weapon is any device used with intent to inflict damage or harm to living beings?
At one point, we went to a different world and started playing like beer pong together or something.
I need to get me some as well.
Ah!
Record that.
Ah!
Hey, Sig Hawk, what's up?
I will lick you.
Oh, come on.
That's okay.
He's your
I
model.
think.
Was that a pity score?
Hey,
Hey, hey, that's cheating.
It's really
Do
hard
that.
to get it.
I'm already losing.
But now that I know how to do avatars, there's so much more stuff.
I did it!
Onion channel.
What?
No, the
You distracted and you scored?
flipping stupid.
And I missed. God damn it.
It's amazing.
It's an investment.
Oh my god.
This is the future.
Kicking your ass.
Hey,
Pardon me.
stop dabbing.
Wait a minute.
Stop it. Stop dabbing. Stop dabbing. I said stop dabbing. Stop. Fiji.
I've always seen it.
She's gonna kill you. She's gonna kill.
Did you see it?
A better fight than I did.
Oh,
I was just a joke.
Hey, I did it. Oh, that reminds me. On the topic of messing with Crumbster, Fiji actually got Crumbster back into a portal and out of the world, and then dabbed on him. This is how a Fiji goes to the bathroom. As you see, there's a lot of leg jerking involved. A peeing Fiji is no laughing matter. Oh god, this is worse.
Listen, we're friends now, we're friends now. You don't need to point that at me anymore. Alright, listen, I've already died twice today. I don't need to die again.
Wait, portal! She's so proud. Oh my god. And now the point that the video is actually known for is at the very end, and that's when Fiji has a duel with a person called Somebody, who was a whole nother character that I could cover in a whole nother video if I really wanted to. And I went, Fiji, no, and that became a whole big, I'll just show you.
Reggie's having a fight here.
Let me look at the fucking
I don't know who's winning.
Me neither.
Was it a draw?
I don't think that can
Who's
be a
winning?
She's pushing her off. No.
Fiji, don't back up, Fiji, don't back up. Fiji, Come here.
No. Come on.
Oh god. Oh, what the hell? You're my bodyguard. What are you doing? No gun in my face. That's not how bodyguarding works. Hey, you.
Did you ever agree to keep him alive? You're just guarding his body. Is the body entitled to be alive?
Fucking kill him. That's right, kill him. Yeah, see,
Photo man.
And that right there is the biggest, best, and most Fiji-packed video that I can show you and talk about. And now, as with all these videos, I'm not reminiscing with you. We're not just going over memories. There's a point to this. There's behind-the-scenes stuff that I want to go over. After all, this video title is called Fiji. my short-lived bodyguard, or I'll title it something like that. Why was Fiji short-lived and how? Fiji appeared, actually, not just in this video, which was early in December, but also appeared in videos in January, and I think in early February as well. Maybe appeared once or twice in the future after that. But let's start from the beginning a little bit. So, one thing to know is that when I was getting ready to make this debut video on Fiji, when I actually was getting to know Fiji and hanging out with him, all the development that would decide what Fiji would do in the future and where Fiji would go actually happened right there at the beginning. And let's just clarify this. It all starts when Fiji decides to hang out with me. Fiji started hanging out with me because the person Fiji was already hanging out with stopped hanging out with him. That person was Ryan, the tomato character. Fiji vented to me quite a bit over the month or so I knew Fiji throughout November, leading up to that December video about how Ryan wasn't talking to him. Ryan was in private worlds that Fiji couldn't get into. Ryan wasn't responding to Fiji's messages, and vented to me a lot about this. And since he lost Ryan to hang out with, started hanging out with me instead. Although, strangely, wouldn't stop talking about Ryan, like, ever. Now, he didn't talk in VR chat, so that never really made it into any videos, but at the time, when I was still using Discord, he would message me so much, and we'd message back and forth about a whole bunch of things, but I swear to God, half the conversations were about Ryan. And now, with that context in mind, let's move a little further in the story. 2 months later, in fact, the next video Fiji appears in any great detail. That video is called Cute Anime Lolly, and it's mainly at the beginning. I have a funny interaction with Fiji, who has now become like a Twitch streamer and has fully embraced the FijiVR persona, whereas before actually hated it and would get so annoyed at anyone that merged his name into FijiVR, which is probably why he changed it to Fiwi or whatever now, because he didn't like it. He was playing a little game, and we had a funny interaction.
Hey Fiji, this is a distraction. Look behind you.
Would have been better if she just threw this down and killed him. Yeah. This.
All your thumbs down, you're losing. One guy is beating you.
I wish this thing would work properly. Yeah, this one looks fine.
Oh! Oh!
Like, as soon as I let go of the button that brings it
By the
up,
way,
it stays.
by the way, we have to move, otherwise Fiji's gonna kill me, so look at me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no.
here she comes.
Oh, no! What? Are you getting that boot back, boy? Are you getting that? Oh, that's hard. Oh, wait, hang on. Just wait. Gun. Hey, yo, gun, down. What the fuck are you doing? You'd be nice. Look, it was for fun. It was for fun. Oh, yeah, you get head pats. Fiji used to be nice to me.
Okay.
I hate this.
Okay, Klaus.
Used to! You jerk! Alright, good, you didn't hear that.
And after that little interaction happened, later on, in the very next video, I think it was called Kiss Richie, Fiji appeared around the end of the video and tried to feed me FijiVR, and it had FijiVR on it. It was just the living persona of his character.
Can you translate Fiji?
People, boys.
I don't speak water. Go down there.
You gotta go down.
Try not to.
Oh, there you go.
Not to. That would be pretty good.
What?
What's happening? What's happening?
And there's a-
What's are you giving me Fiji water? What? You're amazing.
But there was a big gap in between those two videos and the first one focusing on Fiji. Like, there was a 2-month gap. He appears in 2 videos and then basically never appears again. It was not an unpopular character, and that one reference I think will almost always be known in my community. So what happened? Well, you see, somewhere in that 2-month period, Ryan actually started messaging Fiji back. Fiji was so happy, was telling me he was so happy, and just, it made his day. He went and started hanging out with Ryan again, and the more he started hanging out with Ryan, the less I started seeing of Fiji. And it didn't bother me too much until about 2 months had passed. I was so happy to have seen Fiji again. And then after that, I really didn't see him much at all, like ever again. So we had back and forth messages where I was saying, hey man, you want to hang out? Do you want to do this? Do you want to try something? And he kept, no, no, no. Everything was a no to all of my plans and everything I invited him to. So after enough months of that went by, I asked him, what's up? Ever since Ryan started hanging out with you again, you've completely stopped hanging out with me. The only time I've seen you, which was in those videos after 2 months, you didn't come visit me, I didn't come visit you, I was following a trail of portals that led into a world, and you just happened to be there. We had our interaction, we went separate ways after that, and we really haven't seen each other. And I was like, do you not want to hang out with me? Because he was, honestly, I thought of him as probably one of my best friends at the time. And that's because of just, you know, being friends with him off camera and out of the videos. He admitted that he was hanging out with Ryan a bunch and had stopped hanging out with me. He said he would make an effort to hang out with me in the future. That was the greatest news I had heard about Fiji since that first video, except it never happened. He kept hanging out with Ryan, he stayed in private worlds, he refused to accept any of my invites, he never invited me to any of his worlds, he stopped answering my messages everywhere. And that was it. Fiji as a character was gone. My bodyguard. Eventually just completely replaced by Matt9 as a character. There it is. Fiji, my short-lived bodyguard. That wasn't the end of Fiji's story though. I had one more big interaction with Fiji, maybe a year or so down the line, or at least a few months after the later videos that he ever appeared in, and it was actually on Twitter. There was some other stuff going down at the time, and Fiji kind of stepped up because there was some negative stuff happening, and some of it surrounded around me, let's just say. Maybe I'll tell this story more in the future, and Fiji tried to step in and be a nice person and hang out with me and speak to me, and that lasted for about a week. Made another series of pledges. I'll hang out with you, you will hang out, we'll talk, sorry I haven't been speaking to you, sorry I've been ignoring you, all that stuff. About a week or two went by, and then I once again never heard from Fiji again, and I gotta say, I was pretty annoyed with this routine at this point. It's one thing when two friends just stop talking and kind of grow apart, and it's another thing when the one that starts ignoring the other person keeps coming back and promising and saying, oh, I'll hang out with you more, we'll talk more, of his own volition, and then disappears over and over again. I got kind of angry about that, and eventually I just stopped trying to hang out, and that was it. That was the real ending. Fiji was gone for good because I stopped making my outreach after a year of trying to be his friend, and he never really outreached to me ever once Ryan started talking to him again. I thought it would be fun to tell this story, even though it's shorter, and even though it's basically almost entirely negative, just because I've now covered what happened to Revolt, and this is a pretty similar story to tell. I covered the entire character of Fiji, or now Fiwi, whatever he calls himself now, with his little VTuber life, all in one video, and I did it with wet hair and in a bathrobe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see any more Through My Eyes videos where I go back and talk about old VR chat memories and the behind the scenes about them, the characters in them, and answer any questions you have, please leave it in the comments below so I know what you guys are wanting to see. And I'm going to keep going through the list of topics as I think of them linearly as well. Thanks to you guys over on Patreon and supporting me in all the other ways that you can support me, which you can find in the comments below. I've been able to keep YouTube as my full-time job, even without making VR chat content, And I've also been streaming on Twitch. It's been a lot of fun. If you'd like to join these supporters, like I said, you can find everything you need in the description below. You get access to weekly shoutouts, a bunch of uncut and deleted scenes from VR chat and some other games, including entire deleted episodes from personalities like Matt9 and myself. You can even suggest other rewards you might want to see for your patronage. Which, on the topic of a bathrobe, maybe you want to buy some Gamer Boy bathwater. I don't know. I'm not judging, but I might be selling. And with that, here's the names of the patrons. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.